Gaming takes a lot to enjoy. We all have our different tastes for what we want to play. If you're unfunny, you might like Warhammer and Devil May Cry. And if you like challenges, you might like Skyrim as you try to find a reason why it's fun. Obviously, I'm joking. I personally don't mind what people play, because they like what they like, and I like what I like, and I kinda like that. Because that's how it should be, regardless of what type of machine we operate on. In this video, I just want to talk about why I enjoy gaming, which sounds basic as fuck since playing games is part of a fuck ton of people's lives. I feel like games don't need to have high-end graphics that people get wet over to look good. I just like a simple story. For example, Bully. I wanted to make this game into a Let's Play series, but I ended up completing the game in my own time alongside working to get 100%. However, this game is great throughout. We get this subverted expectation with Jimmy, as we all expect him to be a good person by the end of the game. That's far from what he is. His motive is already in place, which is to sort each faction out and get through school. As you start the game, a couple missions in, you already develop what certain objectives can do for you, such as going to classes to gain abilities and equipment such as firecrackers and apologizing to students and prefects. And the story levels also define your actions, such as gaining more or less respect. Among Us exists, and that's about it. I enjoyed this game because it's just brain dead. You can say any colour and people will most likely vote for them, but we're friends.
Random.
Steve vented, and the Steve that vented has an 8 in his name.
Steve, do you have
Oh,
anything to say in your
Oh,
defense?
okay, so
Wait, that's like most. That's all of you but me. What the fuck? I tried to narrow it down for you.
This game is fucking stupid, both with mates and without them. Hell, you could make a drinking game for both parties, where if you die, you take a shot, and if you're accused, you take one as well. Actually, don't do that, you might get liver damage. If you want to challenge yourself, FTL is probably the most difficult experience you'll ever get. Even the easiest difficulty is still hard as hell. Not only do you have to focus on your hull and crew, but also upgrading your ship with other additions, such as a teleport or even a drone bay. And even then, you've got to know where to fire and the timing it takes to do so. It's a complicated structure, but it's also a fun one, since sometimes it does get a bit bullshitty that you just get ass blasted by something out of your control. But that's where you're meant to improve how you play. I adore minigames. Just like certain DLCs that games obtain, minigames give you that extra reason to continue playing. Plants vs Zombies is chock full of things you can do, such as Zombotany, Vase Breaking, and iZombie, alongside its actual minigames. Those are puzzles, but you know. If we didn't have minigames in games that are already a full experience, it wouldn't change anything, but adding more makes it fun, especially when you improve the challenges that may be there for the game modes. Aside from the ass raking you receive in a game like Cold War, some other games do multiplayer really nice. Like Killing Floor, you can play alone or with anyone and still have a great time, alongside Portal 2, where you not only get extra content just by playing with a friend, you also get community maps, such as Death Run or even that Minecraft series, whatever it's called. Gaming isn't all about multiplayer, but it sure makes a better experience from what a quote-unquote single-player game would bring. Which brings me to my next point. Single-player has evolved. It is everywhere. You cannot say you have never played a single-player if you haven't even played a game. Most games will be single player, but a lot of them do bring that multiplayer sense. But when a game is specifically single player, is it fun? when, you sit down and you want to enjoy the moment, especially when it's a time waster, games like Age of Mythology or any other RTS is...
Tilas Mackay.
What
Terus Tagma?
the fuck is that? That's not part of the video.
Yeah!
Alright, whatever. Anyway. An RTS can be boring, but if you want to get nothing but constant action, this is where the patience and farming can be powerful as hell. Sending your troops in to decimate the enemy, it requires your brain. And if you don't have that, you're fucked. No way around it. These little things can improve a game immensely, such as the simplicity of anything like a skybox that mimics real life, or even a day and night cycle, alongside changing when the game changes itself, such as a new sculpture entering the atmosphere. Look at this clip sent to me by Lewis, also known as Immortal Ninja. Games can be so amazing and stunning, and it really does pull you away from reality. We've been playing Borderlands 2 when we can, and man, sometimes we just talk about the skybox, due to how truly nice it looks, even for me, someone who doesn't use a gaming machine to game. Not only do we appreciate the skybox, but we've also been looking at the map, and especially the Oasis DLC. It's just so fucking beautiful. It's just beautifully... I've probably got a lot more on my mind to mention with games, but there is just too much to even cover, such as references, iconic design, and even characters on their own. If you want to see more like this, like a part 2 or other topics, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to give a like or dislike. But yeah, that's my video, and that's about it for this video, and my name is Aji, and you're watching the Mystery Channel.
My original name has been ejected.
Good.